Forgot how.
Here we go.
Oh, crap. Hey.
Boom. Hey, we are in the basement, hiding from the wife and kids. Welcome to Appletinis with Ken. Holy crap, we haven't done this in what, forever?
It's been a minute.
Oh my God, Jesus. Look, and we're on the screen. There we are.
There we are.
Hey guys, what's going on out there in Facebook land? We're running just live on Facebook right now. But, Dan.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming
Cheers,
out.
everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Good to see everybody. So hopefully we get some people on here besides the one person that's watching right now. It's probably my mom. Hey, Mom. Good to see you.
I think it's Bob Ryan.
Maybe. It could
Hey,
be
Bob. When you drop in, say hi in the comments. We'll,
yes.
We'll
if
shout hi back.
If you're watching, yeah, please comment. We'll share the comments on the screen if we remember how to do it. I really, I haven't been behind this monitor in so long. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah. We've been doing Appletinis, the podcast, for quite a while here,
which has been kind of cool. I've been I enjoyed doing that. So
we've had some great guests. We've had a season 2. I think we're 6 episodes in. We've had some great guests this season and great conversations. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go wherever you get your podcasts. Check it out. Go to our Instagram, our Facebook, our Threads, our Twitter. X, whatever, Elon.
Whatever, right? Whatever you want to do. Oh, there's the comments right there. I just brought it up. I found the comments page. See, I knew
the comments. We lost our screen over here.
But we lost our screen over there. So that means I need to find that again.
There it is.
See, I knew.
We're working out some bugs here, folks.
Working out some bugs. I haven't done this in quite some time. But at least I got the names right. See, I got my name right there and your name.
Nope.
So that's good.
Right there.
We got 2 people on right now, which is fantastic. If you're watching, hey, send us a comment. We will share it on the show. If you have any questions about where we've been or what we've been doing, more than welcome to ask those questions as well. Dan and I, we did a little photo shoot today.
Yeah.
So
we.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt pretty good, which I don't usually come away from those feeling that good. So.
Well, good, because we took 800 photos.
Yeah.
So
there's at least one in there we can use.
There's got to be one. There's got to be one that we could use. So, but I thought that it was a good photo shoot today. I think you're going to get some really good pictures out of it, and it's going to help move your acting career along.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome very much.
Speaking of moving acting careers along, I love these posters back here. The town called Purgatory.
Oh yeah, thanks. We had those made for the screening that we did, the private screening. We had a private screening of the film not too long ago at AFI Silver Theater in Silver Spring, and we made these posters, and they were out in front of the theater when we were screening. So I put them here because I have to promote this thing until I sell it.
Right.
So
we have to sell this movie.
Yeah, you were at the screening.
It was fantastic, folks. All 4 of you, when you get a chance to watch it, if you haven't already, if you're not one, if the 5 people now, if you haven't seen it yet, keep an eye out. There'll be other screenings. There'll be other festivals coming up. If you get a chance to catch it. It's really, really good.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, we had a long road with that film, but it is out now, and we're going to start doing screenings. We are playing at the Garden State Film Festival on March 23rd. So if you happen to be in the Garden State in New Jersey in Asbury Park on March 23rd, you can come see our film in the afternoon. I think it starts at 12:30.
Oh, wow.
So we've got it earlier in the day, but it's a Saturday, so it's the main day of the festival, which is really good. So we'll be there, and then we're going to be playing at Monsterpalooza on June 1st.
Out in L.A.
Yeah, in L.A.
Wow.
We'll have the largest, most popular horror con in the country. We'll be playing there. And then we'll also be at Creature Feature Weekend, April 19th through the 21st in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
We were up there last year. That one was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. You did karaoke.
I did.
Yes, and I have video proof.
That was last year. It was like St. Patrick's Day weekend, wasn't it? Or right around there?
Yeah, it was right around there. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, meaning that I didn't get too drunk.
Right. I got drunk enough to sing karaoke, so.
You did, and it was amazing. You by far were the best, I thought, of the karaoke people who were singing.
Thank you.
You're welcome, because there were some people there who were really drunk and couldn't sing. So, but you can carry a tune, and you were killing it as far as karaoke was concerned. So,
Thank you.
well done. Well done. Man, this appletini is freaking good. I haven't had one in a long time. Hey, guys, we got 6 people. If you got any comments, put them in here so we can share them. Because we haven't seen anybody in a long time. I would love to share a comment. Hey, I'm going to comment and see if it pops up.
There you go.
Who's that?
I don't know. That was a random video.
Oh, there it is. Add to broadcast. Let's see if it fits. Ah, there we go. I got to put it right there. There we are. Yeah, now I'm getting back into it now. This is cool. Look, I can make it bigger. I can make it small. That's what she said.
I'm throwing some reactions out there.
All right, there we go. Now we got the comments working. I made a comment to myself. Hey Ken, good to see you.
It's like a beautiful mind over there. You're talking to yourself. You have your imaginary friends.
I would love to get some more comments. You know, Dan, I actually love doing the live portion of the show more than anything. I mean, the podcast is fantastic, and we get some really great guests, and they're amazing, and they're outstanding. But I like doing the live because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
I mean, anything can happen. So, anything can happen. Anybody can come on here and ask a stupid question.
They can.
And then we're like, all right, well, we can share it or we can ignore it, right? So, you know what, Dan? You know what we haven't done in a really long time that I would really like to do right now?
We're going to do that now?
Oh, we are going to do that
we're going to do that now.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
I'll go first. There he is. Matt Franz, when's the next movie? All right, let's share that. We're going to add that to the broadcast. When is the next movie? Well, Matt, if you happen to have $1 million lying around and you donate it to us, we can make a movie tomorrow.
Yeah,
exactly.
We'll go right into pre-production.
We'll go right
now.
Tomorrow and make another
We'll start tonight. I mean, most of the movies start with this, so.
Exactly. Well, Matt knows. Anyway, Matt, I do have another movie in the works, and guess what? It takes place on a boat. So, just a heads up, just so you know, there's going to be a movie on a boat soon. And I don't know whose boat, right?
Bigger boat first. He wants a bigger boat first.
We don't need a bigger boat. We don't need a bigger boat.
I think he means before he funds our movies, he's going to get himself a bigger boat.
Oh, you need to get a bigger boat first before you spend all that money. But anyway, we don't need a bigger boat to shoot the movie on your boat, just so you know. So I may or may not have already volunteered your boat for a movie. I don't know. But anyway, Matt, to be serious though, we are working on projects. We do have a ton of ideas. And now we just have to go out and we have to find people to finance it or find a company to pre-sell it for us so we can get the money ahead of time so we don't have to worry about finding investors. So we're working on that and we're working on it every day. Hopefully we'll be making a movie sometime in the fall. We were supposed to do one in the spring, but that kind of fell through. But we're looking to do one in the fall. So.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
What the? What's
what
up,
happened?
Johnny?
Johnny G! I told you we were doing it tonight. I told him we were doing it tonight.
Okay,
I told him we were doing it tonight. And guess what? You are more than welcome to come over right now if you want to make it.
I'll move
over.
over. We can
throw you right in the middle. We got a seat for you right here.
2 streets over.
You're 2 streets over. Run over here. Matt's 2 streets over too. So. There it is, Johnny G, who we miss dearly.
We do.
You got to get over here. But the problem is trying to juggle everybody's schedule. We decided to do a photo shoot today. We weren't sure we were gonna do this. We were thinking about doing it, and then we got to it, and we were like, you know what? Let's just do it. So it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But yeah. But Johnny, yes. Oh, he's in Long Island. You're in Long Island, dude.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're in Long Island. I know. But that's okay. Say hello to your mother for us. Give her a big hug and a kiss from Dan and I. And we will see you back here soon because, like I was telling Dan earlier in the show, I love doing the live version of Appletinis with Ken. Right? Because so people can see the progression of me getting drunk as the night goes on.
Right. Instead of just hearing it on the podcast.
Yes, instead of hearing it on the podcast, you can witness it live in real time on the show. So, yes, Johnny G, get some bagels. Get some bagels. I like the, do you like the everything bagel?
I don't.
I don't either. Not a fan.
I like a good plain bagel or a cinnamon raisin.
Cinnamon raisin, I can go with cinnamon raisin, yeah. But, a bagel, you put a little, get a little turkey, a little lettuce, tomato. Okay. Make a little sandwich out of a bagel.
I will say,
bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's way underrated. Yeah, I mean, breakfast sandwiches on a bagel, definitely. But
amazing.
A BLT on a bagel is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Wash that down with an appletini. And let me tell you something. You can drink appletinis all day long. How do I know?
Experience.
Yeah. There you go. Nailed it.
I feel like for day drinking, like morning drinking, you have to have some sort of juice in it. So either apple or orange, like mimosas, or tomato juice for Bloody Marys. Yeah. So
apple juice.
It qualifies as a morning spirit.
I put a little apple juice in there.
Yep.
Boom. Get you going. A little vitamin C.
Definitely.
Get you on your way. People, I'm telling you, appletinis are better than most people think. I'm just saying. But, a lot of people think they're not. They're great. Tastes like a Jolly Rancher. You ever eat the apple Jolly Rancher?
Nah, I never was a big Jolly Rancher person.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to have to buy some Jolly Ranchers and have some here for you the next time so you can taste the apple Jolly Rancher and compare to the appletini made by Ken. It tastes the same. And it's great. You're going to love it. Dan, you're going to love it. By the way, what is that?
I had my stuff here for my bourbon drinks for my photo shoot, so I just figured I would go with my normal Boulevardier.
Oh, fancy.
Boulevardier.
He's a little bougie. Dan's a little bougie.
I'm a lot bougie.
He's a lot bougie. Look at that, Darian. What's happening, Darian? Good to see you, man.
Darian Rothschild of Law and Order SVU.
Yes.
Wait, was it the mothership?
It was the mothership. Okay. He was on the mothership, and he had a fantastic role. He was concerned that it would get cut, and I was thinking, Darian.
Nah.
How many lines did you have? No, not getting cut.
John said the appletinis make him feel funny.
The appletinis do make you feel funny, Johnny, when you're here, right? So you need to be here the next time we do this live because we're going to do it a lot more. We've got the set all ready.
Yep.
Everything's working and in working order, but we are going to do this again. So good to see you, Darian, and congratulations on being on Law and Order at the mothership.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gong.
I almost said SVU.
Yeah, I did.
Because I got so used to saying that.
John's little slide that comes in. He looks like Lex Luthor in there. He's got his suit. He's looks like he's got an ascot there.
He looks good.
I'll get you, Superman.
He's doing he's doing insurance now, and that's his professional look.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just amazing. So yeah, Johnny, when you come on the show, you can talk all about your new job and how it's going, and how people can get in touch with you. Be fantastic. So we had a lot of stuff going on at the beginning of this year. Last night at Terrace Lanes, I had a movie come out, horror comedy, and that was a lot of fun. Your son was in it. My son was in it. We had a lot of great local actors from the area in it. It's out right now, so if you go to Xfinity or Verizon or Amazon or Apple, you can watch it. You can rent it. It's only $4.99. So
it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. It's it feels like a 80s horror movie, one of the fun ones that you would have gotten together with all your friends and hung out and gone over to Blockbuster and gotten it off the wall. It has that kind of feel to it. Great cast, a lot of friends. Chris Walker from Comedy of Horrors, Melissa LaMartina,
Tawanda
Underdew,
who was you say it.
Tawanda Underdew is on her podcast.
That's right. She was on our podcast, which is fantastic. So, Johnny G, good to see you, man. You got to jump. Okay, take care of your mom for us. Say hi. Give her a big kiss and a hug. We'll talk to you later. Look at that. Darian knows Terrace Lanes. Go see it if you haven't already.
It had a great, it was like the same week. Within the same week, we had the Town Called Purgatory premiere and the Terrace Lanes. So, packed houses for both of them. It's just a blast. That was a cool week. Felt like we were, making some waves in the film industry over here in Maryland.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes, it really did.
A minute.
Yeah. For a whole 5 minutes, it felt like we were making waves here in the Maryland film industry. But I'll tell you what, things right now are very slow. in the acting world. So it's a good time for you to watch our podcast then, or listen to it.
We've got 6 episodes from this season, and I think 5 from the first season. So there's plenty out there. We have some awesome guests. Jimmy Bellinger, who
fantastic.
He's on Not Dead Yet on ABC, hit comedy.
Yes, it is.
He has a great role on that.
Yep.
You probably know him from other things like Liv and Maddie or Blockers or
Skittles,
the Skittles Pox kid.
There he is.
I feel like not to belittle COVID, but COVID really screwed Jimmy over because a funny commercial about a contagious disease is not going to get airtime during a pandemic.
No, so kind of screwed him big time. But, Jimmy bounced back, and now he's going to hit ABC comedy. Good for him in its 2nd season. So hopefully it gets a 3rd.
Yep.
And hopefully they add him into the show more because I got to tell you, I'm a little biased, but he's the best part of the show.
You hear that, Bob Iger? You got to get Jimmy some more screen time on your ABC show.
Bob is watching us right
Bob's a big fan.
He is watching. He's a big Appletinis fan. Yeah. And he loves Appletinis, by the way. Dan.
He loves actors.
He does, is what he said.
Big time.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm sitting over here watching the closed captioning go by. The AI closed captioning. It's doing a pretty damn good job.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's happening right now? Why did...
I know, all of our screens just went wonky.
Haywire. Everything just went... So now I got to fix it. Give me a minute, people, but I'm in. Look at that. Right back in. We're right back into where we were supposed to be. So, yes, Darian, Jimmy is awesome and not dead yet, which is amazing. So, Dan, I've been wanting to do this all night because we always do this on the show.
Okay.
We haven't done it in a very long time.
I got to think of something. All
right.
I haven't come up with anything.
You got us? You ready? Here we go.
It's the first time in a long time, folks.
What chaps your ass?
What chaps your ass?
What chaps your ass?
I think I know what chaps your ass. All right. I'm going to go with... Oh God, there's so many things, but I'm probably going to go with the $300-$400 Trump Air Trumps, the shoes that he's hawking out there. That chaps my ass.
That chaps your ass?
But
the sad thing is, Dan, is he's getting $400 for them things. He is.
If he sells 1 million of those at $400 a pop, then maybe he can cover his fines.
He can cover his fines. Well, for a fact that he ain't paying a dime, and it's going to go to appeal, and it'll drag out, and then eventually he might pay a fine, but he ain't paying one right now. I'll tell you that. But yeah, those shoes are kind of horrendous.
They are nasty. Like if someone wore those to school back in the 80s, they would have been ridden relentlessly for, where'd you get those Bobos? Those fish head shoes.
I'll tell you what though, if he can sell them, good. All right. So he can't do business anywhere else. So he's got to sell sneakers.
Not available in New York.
Yeah, no, not at all. Can't get it. Well, you can't order them from his company in New York because it doesn't exist in New York.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can buy them and then have them delivered to New York, though.
Okay.
That's okay, right?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't follow them enough. I don't give a shit. So, but that's it. The whole $400 sneakers.
I don't know.
I wouldn't pay $40 for those sneakers. I go to the outlet on the Eastern Shore and I pay $30 for my sneakers.
Okay.
I am not paying any more than $30 for sneakers.
I will go a little bit more than that, but I always go to the Under Armour outlet.
Okay, but you're going to the outlet.
Yeah, I'm getting them off the reduced
clearance rack. Yeah. If I can find a nice pair of sneakers on the clearance rack, that's where I'm getting them because I do not want to spend a lot of money on sneakers.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's just not where I spend my money. And I don't spend my money on clothes anymore. If you can't tell people, I don't spend my money on clothes.
I won't buy those damn expensive sneakers.
I got my University of Maryland. I got my beard growing. I sit on my porch at night. I yell at the tree out front because it's got birds in it because I got my bird feeder out there and the squirrels come and then I yell at the squirrels for eating my bird feed. And that's what I do.
Oh, so, God. When I lived in downtown Frederick, right out of college, I had an apartment in downtown Frederick, and there was a tree right outside of my window. I was on the second floor. Tree was literally right outside of my window on the street. And at, 30, 35, 40 minutes before sunup, all those birds in that tree would start just start chirping away.
Is this chapped your ass too?
It did. This chapped my ass.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
So I started coming. I'd just start firing ice cubes out the window into the trees. Once you cleared them out, they'd leave. But then you were up, and it didn't really matter. So.
Do you remember the movie Failure to Launch? Where she was trying to get rid of the bird outside her window?
No, I haven't seen that.
You didn't see Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey?
That's shot here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, dude, this is funny as hell. It's the same situation. She had a mockingbird outside of her window, and she called the one dude over and he shot it. And they were like, no. And they brought it back in the house, and they were giving it CPR, and they were giving him out.
I thought about getting a BB gun, but then I thought maybe Frederick might frown upon people shooting BB guns out their windows in downtown. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, you could have got an airsoft.
It's
anyway.
Upon.
Yeah. All right, look.
Jamie was a guest on season 2.
Yes, he needs those shoes for his C-3PO.
Speaking of C-3PO cosplay, did you see Zendaya at the Dune 2 premiere?
The funniest part of that, Dan, though, was they weren't doing the C-3PO joke. They were doing the space balls.
Oh yeah, yes. Who was that? That was Joan Rivers. Yes. Yeah.
They put her head on Joan Rivers' body.
Okay.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God, it looks just like that. But I get it because it's Dune. And it was that kind of style. They were going for the futuristic style and everything, which was kind of cool. I kind of like it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new Dune movie, Dune Part 2. Did you watch?
I did.
You watch one?
I did. Okay. So I watched the Dune back in the 80s, and it just right over my head. It just didn't grab me. And this one, I felt like it's so big. It feels like the story that it needed to be more than one movie. Yeah, are they doing 2 or 3?
They might be doing 3.
I think they might be doing 3.
Yeah, I would, because the first one made a shit ton of money, and this one made a shit ton of money, so why wouldn't you do a third one?
Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong.
Yeah, he's killing it right now. He's killing it, and so is Zendaya. She's killing it, and man, I wish I was killing it. But anyway, so I didn't get to say what chaps my
what chaps your ass, Ken?
All right, so.
What chaps your ass?
All right, so the other day, I'm at the post office, and there's a line out the door, right? And everybody's in there. Yes, Dan did call it the Dune. He did call it the Dune. He did. Jamie, you are correct.
I like the Star Wars.
He likes the Star Wars and he likes the Dunes. The Dunes. He said Dunes too, plural. The Dunes.
Well, the Dune.
I like the Harry Potters. I like the Harry Potters.
The sequel, Dune 2, should have been Dunes with the dollar sign as the S, right?
Mm-hmm. I like the Star Wars. I like the Indiana Joneses.
Yes.
I like those two.
Most of them.
Really good. Yeah, except the one, the skull one. I don't like that one at all. But anyway, can I get to what pissed me off at the post?
There's a line out the door at the post office.
Right? And there's all these people are lined up, right? And this one guy finally gets up to the front of the line, and there's only one woman there, and she's busting her butt to get stuff done, right? And this guy goes up there and he starts acting like a jerk. He needs his letter, right? And she's like, "Sir, the carrier has the letter, and it's not at this facility." And she tells him that, and she tells him everything he needs to know. Here's the number that you can call. You need to do this and do this and do this. And he has all the information. He wouldn't let it go. I want to see your manager. I want your ID number. Blah blah. I'm gonna get you fired. All this. So the lady in front of me, she's a little spitfire. Sir, she was very polite to you. Please move on to get right. So I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just like, man, this guy better not say anything to me, right? So she goes up, and he goes off to the side because he's got his phone now, and he's calling. I'm calling right now, blah, blah. And he's on the phone. He's calling. He's being loud as anything. And he says to the woman, I'm going to take your number, and I'm going to get you fired, and blah, blah. And I was like, oh, man, this guy's just being a jackass, right? What the hell's his problem? Right? He had to have his letter. This guy, I gotta have my letter. I need my letter. A little older guy, a little bit older than me, but still, being a total complete jerk. Right? So the woman in front of me goes up. She gets whatever she needs done, and she's yapping with him the whole time while she's up there. Well, she leaves, and I'm saying to myself, oh shit, now I gotta go up here, right?
It's me now.
It's me. I gotta go. And I'm saying to myself, in my head, if this son of a bitch says one more word, he's going to have a problem. and his name is Ken Arnold. So I get up there, and he starts back on the lady, and I just turn to look at him, Dan, and I go, and now you have my attention. And I just said, you son of a bitch, shut your mouth. You're being a jerk. You're being a jerk to her. You need to get the hell out of here and go to hell home. He's like, oh my God, my letter. I said, I don't want to hear about your letter. You need to get out of here. So me and him were just yelling at each other. Finally, I'm just like, hey, no more. I don't want to hear about your stupid letter. You're being a jerk. Go home. Get out of here. I'm not going home. So he starts talking on his phone again. So I say out loud to the lady in front of me, who's, you know, she's busting her ass trying to deal with all these people in here. She's the only one there. There's nobody else there. Which I don't know what was going on while she was the only one there, but she was the only one there. So I said to the lady, I said, listen, can I get your ID number? And is there a phone number that I could call, that I could give you a recommendation so you get promoted and you become manager of this joint? And everybody behind me in the line was like, yeah, we all want to do that. All right. And this guy was being such a jerk. So he's still yapping. And I was like, sir, shut up. Just be quiet. Don't say another word. So he's over there on his phone, blah, blah, blah. So I get my stuff done, right? And my final words to him as I walked out, I leaned into him as I walked by him and I said, go fuck yourself, you asshole. And I walked out and everybody was like, yeah, woo. So I go down the street and I just sit in my car because I'm just like totally frazzled, right? Because it chapped my ass.
Yes.
Right? That's what chapped my ass. So I'm just like, holy crap, I can't believe that just happened. So I'm sitting in there and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go get some lunch. So I get out of my car, and as I'm walking across the parking lot, I hear this guy yell from across the parking lot, I love what you said to that guy. Fuck him. I'm like, woo. Yeah. So then I went and ate lunch and finally calmed down. I don't think I've calmed down yet, because if I see that guy again.
Hey, you're a little tuned up right now.
If I see that guy again, man, holy shit.
Oh, man.
No need to be rude to that lady in the post office at all. She was doing her job. She gave you the information you needed. Move on. Stop being a jackass.
It's told your letter is in the carrier. Like,
yeah.
Go find your carrier.
Yeah. She can't make it magically appear.
Yeah.
And she's not going in the back to search the millions of letters that are back there right now. You know? The rest of us, we got stuff that we need to happen. And you're holding everybody up because of your letter that you have to have right this second. So,
Jamie, I think this is that's the prequel to The Postman with Kevin Costner. That's how it started.
Yes.
In the pre-apocalyptic time, that it was this interaction at the post office that started that story.
And I can't believe that we still have 7 people on here after that story about the post office that I just told. But anyway, I'm not going to get into a physical altercation with people, but man, sometimes people just need to be punched in the face. They really do. I mean, you could tell that guy had never been punched in his face because he just went. I was like, dude, shut up. You're being a jerk, man. I don't know what else to tell you. So.
And you take it out on someone who has no choice. You know, they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
bad.
I'm glad you and that woman kind of called him out on his shit. Although she just punted. She's like, I can deal with this another day.
Yeah. So then I came up there.
And you take care of this asshole.
And I walked up and I was just like, oh man, please don't say anything. And he did. And then at that point, I was just like, fuck it. All right, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound now, son of a gun. Here we go. And if I'm getting, that's the way I did it when I played baseball. If I'm getting thrown out right now, I'm getting my money's worth. Because I know I'm getting fined. I'm going to get my money's worth.
Right.
And it's going to be a show. So here we go.
How many times do you get thrown out?
Enough.
Couple? Yeah.
I would say enough. Oh, I got some good stories about getting thrown out. And I think I told you a couple of them in my day.
You have?
Yeah. We'll save those for another What Chaps Your Ass. Like during baseball season. Because guess what's coming?
It's coming.
It is coming. How you feel about the Orioles' chances this year?
I feel really good. I feel last year was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was unexpected. Now there's some expectation. Now it's going to be, hopefully we can get Jackson Holliday up early in the season. I don't think he's going to be up on opening day, but hopefully shortly after. Get that core together and let them start just churning through.
I think the Orioles are going to have a really good year. Absolutely.
I just still think that they have to fix that amount of time between the wild card play-in game and the divisional series, because those teams that didn't win their division and they have to play that wild card game, they shouldn't have enough time to get their big guns back on the table.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's how it plays out, and that's the way it is right now. So it is how it is.
It should be you play in on Thursday, you start game 1 on Friday.
Yeah.
Or Saturday at the latest. So
I can understand that. But I do believe the Orioles are going to have a fantastic year this year, and they're in a good position with new owners now.
Yep.
And, a lot of people are telling me, those decisions were made before the new owners came on. Okay, but the decision to buy the team has also been going on for a long time, right? So all of it has been playing out. Not just, they didn't just walk up yesterday and go, we want to buy the team. Here's a lot of money,
Yeah.
And then, they knew ahead of time going in for a year and a half that they were going to put this together.
Yeah.
And they were seeing how things were going, and they were like, all right, once we agree to buy the team, these things are going to go into play.
Right.
All right. And that's what happened. So people were trying to tell me, oh no, the old regime did that. Nah, nope, nah. Mm-mm. They were doing that well ahead of time.
Yeah.
They knew they were going to buy the team. Those things were going to happen. They were going to go out and get the pitcher. They're probably going to try and sign somebody else.
Well, we were catching up with a friend out in Columbia that night that it all went down. It was like there was no word about it. Like the Washington ownership thing that took months. Like we all knew it was coming. We were like waiting and waiting and waiting. But the Orioles, like we got rid of Snyder and the Angeloses in like a 6-month period.
Yeah,
that was like the best sports thing that's ever happened here.
Get the hell out. Now, to be honest, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a big Commanders fan.
Right.
Right.
But you live in a house with several.
I live in a house with several. But I do got to say, I do believe you guys have an opportunity now to actually win some football games and maybe make the playoffs and win a championship.
Hell yeah.
Because of the change at the top. Because the top for you was terrible.
Yeah.
It was absolutely, it was undoable.
Yep.
Right? It was terrible. But now that you guys have a new owner and you have a new coach and you guys I believe you have an opportunity to be a lot better.
Yep.
You guys were like right there in so many games last year.
Yeah.
Right? You could have beat us both times.
Yep.
Right? And
No, we couldn't have. We couldn't cover AJ Brown. He was just catching balls at will. Like we couldn't have beaten him.
I mean, he was but still, you guys were in those games.
Yeah.
We went overtime to one, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one you could have won. Right? One a kick missed or whatever. You guys could have won. And the second one was a little bit out of reach, but you guys still were in the game. So it's not like you guys were out of games. Like you were getting blown off the field all the time.
There were a couple.
Yeah,
there were definitely a couple.
We had a couple.
Yeah.
The Eagles just collapsed at the end of the year. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
We ran out of comments, guys. Oh, hey,
There's
Kurt
somebody.
Howard.
Kurt Howard. What's up, brother? Hey now. How you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while, Kurt Howard. Hey now. I like that. The comment before just makes me laugh.
Yeah. What I think I was saying was the Dune premiere, but I didn't say premiere. I just ended up saying the Dune.
Yeah. The Dune.
In the Dune.
But I like it. It's pretty funny. The Dune. Kurt, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on board. Kurt, there may be another show coming back before you know it. Do you remember that morning roast show, Dan?
No.
What's that weird? It's this. Like the shadows on your face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the shadow. But
What's that? I was like, why is there a shadow on Dan's face?
I leaned in, but it was hitting right there.
Oh, okay. Let's not have that happen.
Okay. So the morning roast is coming back?
It may.
Maybe.
It may. Yeah.
You kind of been doing this morning walk.
I do. I do the morning walk. Every morning I get up. I do. I make sure the kids get off, and then I eat. Yeah. I saw your face. I make sure they get on their way to school. How's that?
There we go.
Better? Is that better?
We name my kid. My son's name is Jack, and when we ever talk about dropping him somewhere, we can't say drop Jack off. So,
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead. So kids get to school, and you.
Yes, and then I go for a walk for 40 minutes.
Yep.
So it usually takes about 2.5 miles. I do, and then I come back and been maintaining my weight that way, which is fantastic. I also go to the gym in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And do strength training. Today I was deadlifting 400 pounds, man. Back's a little tight. But yeah.
Yeah,
Darian. Yeah, Darian, he got a laugh out of that one.
I've been trying to get about 3 miles in a day. Today I didn't, obviously, because I came down here, but been either going to the gym, or if I can't get over to the gym in my neighborhood, 3 miles. I'm gonna try. I was listening to the Zach Braff and Donald Faison podcast, The Scrub, but they're almost done. They have like 2 episodes left till the finale.
Wow!
So they've
like the finale of the final shit season.
No, the they call it the real finale.
Yeah, thank God.
They're gonna do season 9, but they're gonna kind of like breeze through it because they're not gonna spend a lot of time. But yeah, they're coming up on the finale of the show of what they consider the season 8 Scrubs finale. But Zach's doing 10,000 steps a day.
Nice.
So which works out to about 5 miles. So not all at the same time, but just that's something he's committed to, is about 10,000 steps a day. So that's kind of where I've gotten that. I feel like 3 of the last 6 days I've gotten 10,000, and in the others I've gotten pretty close. So today I won't get that close.
I think the biggest thing, Dan, and you know it, and I know it, and everybody who works out knows it. Anybody in the fitness industry knows it. It's what you're eating. It's what and how you eat it, at what time of day, and just that is the biggest factor. And things like this, don't help.
Nope,
they really don't. I got to tell you, but doing this once a week is okay. Doing it every night, not okay. So I know you hadn't had anything to drink for a while because you were getting ready for your photo shoot today, which is fantastic. Unless you're a midget. Hold on now. Wait a second. That is one of the funniest comments I think I've ever seen on an Appletini. Unless you're a midget and 10,000 steps is 200.
Hey. They prefer little people.
Look, you need to come out on the boat with us fishing, because we have some great midget stories out there on the open seas. There's some pretty funny midget jokes going on.
We're sorry. We're sorry. We're going to be canceled. We just got canceled.
I don't care.
There's only 6 people watching, so
exactly.
so you just.
I guarantee you, the percentage wise, the chances of one of them being a little person, pretty slim.
Pretty slim.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
The chances aren't big.
Chances aren't big.
The odds are small.
The odds are small. The odds are small. It's a tiny fraction of the population watching our show right now. And I guarantee you, not one of them is little.
I feel like Matt Damon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
But if you can't laugh at yourself, I don't know who you can laugh at.
Don't cancel us. We're just idiots.
We are.
We're just idiots drinking in a basement.
And we apologize. And tomorrow we'll make a social media apology or something. I don't know. Somewhere. I'll apologize to somebody for something tomorrow. I'll go down to the post office. Apologize to everybody. Hey, it's a small world after all, Darian said. And I don't know why this keeps happening.
I know.
But the screen
every time you hit a button.
Every time I hit something, everything.
We have 3 screens, and once he hits something,
everything's collapsing on the one screen. All right, so I'll put this right here.
Oh God.
And maybe that'll change it up. All right, so now I think we're good, and things are going to be
Okay.
Whew. And as Kurt says,
it is the little things.
It is the little things. Kurt, it is the little things. It really is. I totally agree with you in that sense. So, but anytime any of you want to come out on the boat and go fishing and tell jokes about, feel free.
Big people or little
Big
people.
people, little people. We're all up for the fun jokes all the time.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna have an audition for like some Game of Thrones thing, and Dinklage is gonna be like, "Fuck those guys."
If Peter Dinklage is good. He's kind of look. We lost 3 people.
The canceling has begun.
They were probably little people.
Would we have lost a whole viewer?
Would we?
It would have been like a fraction.
A fraction of a viewer. If it was like 4.75 viewers, we lost 0.2. Then I'd be like, we lost a little one. We're going to hell. We're going to hell. We know it, folks. We are. We're going to hell. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. But anyway, just so you know, that's not what David the Gnome said. I don't agree. Damn it. It happened again, Dan. Every time. Why do you keep doing this?
Where'd it go?
It's
hidden.
Now it's hidden.
It's in the nether.
It's in the nether world. All right, there it is. There it is. So, anything exciting that you're looking forward to coming up? I hear you're going to the SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, I'm going to go. The SAG-AFTRA Awards are next Saturday.
Okay.
The local SAG group is having a viewing shindig over at some brewery in Odenton.
The Crooked Crab, which is a pretty good brewery.
Do they have more than beer there? I guess they probably don't.
No, it's a brewery.
Yeah, it's like a black tie affair. There should be like champagne and stuff, you know? Like,
Well, they might have food trucks that
Gotcha.
night. That'd be cool. It's a Saturday, right?
you have a champagne truck?
I don't know. They should.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Actually, I
Do
think
I
it's a
have to
thing.
dress up for this?
It said formal or cocktail.
Frickin' freak. God damn it. I didn't want to dress up, but I guess I am. So, anyway, but yeah, I think I'm going to try and make that because I was on the nominating committee
Yeah.
for the television side of it, and we got to do some really cool stuff.
Yeah, we did. Holy crap.
We got to go up and watch an episode or the finale of Ted Lasso
With the cast.
in New York City.
Yep.
And we got to sit there and with a Q&A, and Dan got to meet some of them. I met a couple of them, but I didn't get pictures with them. Dan got pictures with them.
Well, only because, two things happened. I went, when I came out of the bathroom, I went to the right, and you kind of went left. Mm-hmm. And I went through the crowd because I thought there was food that way.
No, they were.
And it was, I thought what was they were congregating for was food. It was actually the cast of Ted Lasso. Mm-hmm. So, and then I ran into Al Soto, who is all about selfies, you know, and so he was like, "You take mine, I'll take yours." I was like, "Done, got it." So, the funny thing is for both of us, our picture with Brett Goldstein, both times his camera, my camera, his phone, my phone came out blurry. I think it's just the aura that Roy Kent puts out.
Oh, yeah, blurry aura. Yeah,
piss off with your phone. His podcast is fantastic.
Yeah.
Films to be buried with.
That's
I listen to that a lot.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
So,
I got to tell you, this Appletinis is really good, Dan.
is it cool?
You know, how many Appletinis do you think a midget can drink?
We're just circling back. Is that what's happening right now?
But that's the fun of good comedy. You circle back. You know, boom.
Is that what we're calling this? Good comedy? We're gonna laugh at it.
Probably, yeah. Look, my bald head. I don't know who's tomorrow. We're getting a lot of bad emails.
Yeah.
I hope so. At least somebody was watching.
We're sorry.
We might blow up.
We're sorry. We mean no disrespect.
We're just trying to get likes and views. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. We haven't done this in so long, man.
Yeah.
I think we're out of touch. I'm getting this really cool sign for back here.
One of those neons?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to say on air.
Nice.
Appletinis we can.
Nice.
Boom. So when we do the show, we're on air. It's live. Boom.
That's very cool.
Hey.
Hey, Brandon Troy.
There he is. Brandon Troy. What's going on, man? How you been?
They've got a big slate for AwesomeCon coming up.
Yeah.
Some great Hayden Christensen.
I'm going to try to get out there, just walk around for a day.
Yeah.
Just to see how it goes.
That'd be fun.
It would be fun. You want to go?
It's coming up soon, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
a couple weeks? Yeah.
It is.
I'm sure Brandon will drop the details in the chat.
Could you, Brandon, tell us when AwesomeCon is so we can share that with the 5 people that are watching us? It was 6. Now it's 5.
It was 6.
We
but
lost
you circled back for that one extra midget joke, and there it went.
We lost 0.25. Hey, there's Richard Brown. What's going on,
Hey!
Richard Brown? What are you doing, buddy?
Welcome to the hot seat.
Welcome to the hot seat.
I blame Kurt. He sent us down that whole road with his 10,000 steps joke. He started the little
did.
person.
He did with the whole
Sidebar.
Yeah, he did. So I do blame Kurt. I do blame the dude.
That's what you're supposed to do these days, right? Blame someone else?
Blame somebody else.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Don't take no responsibility on your own. Blame everybody else.
Yep.
And, whatever. So, a couple weeks. That's what he said. Yes. But what are the dates, Brandon? What are the dates? Please tell us.
70mm print of Napoleon.
A 70mm print of Napoleon.
I didn't hear good things about that movie. I wanted to see it, but then it didn't sound like it was very good.
I guarantee you, though. Read this comment. Definitely adding that to the broadcast. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it was fair enough.
Okay.
As long as they're not married. As long as they're not mad that we're making jokes. Hey, Richard. There it is, Brandon.
March 8th through 10th.
That's exactly what I want to hear. March 8th through the 10th, which is great because I'm not going to a horror con or anything.
Okay.
So I'll be available for that.
Yeah,
That's
you were
great.
you're talking about that Lawrence of Arabia print,
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah, but Richard, it's a 9-hour movie, and there's like,
I've never seen it.
right. Well, okay. So here's the trivia question I'm gonna throw out for the night.
Okay.
What is the longest movie ever?
I don't know, but I'm fairly certain Kevin Costner's involved.
No.
Okay.
Is it Gone with the Wind, Lawrence of Arabia, or The Room by Tommy Wiseau?
It can't be The Room. That was one VHS.
So it's not that.
Tommy Wiseau.
The greatest filmmaker ever.
I feel like Lawrence of Arabia has to probably be longer than Gone with the Wind.
Nope.
No?
It's Gone with the Wind.
Is
Gone
the longest
with the Wind.
still?
Yes. Is the longest film.
Even after that, what was that turd of a movie with Cumberbatch a couple years ago in the Oscars?
Oh my God, The Power of the Dog.
Oh my God.
It felt like it was
Holy
1,000
shit.
things. See, Richard knows. Gone with the Wind.
I celebrated 3 birthdays during that movie.
Gone with the Wind?
No, the
Power of the Dog. Oh my God, I just wanted to punch myself in the face watching that movie. Because we have to watch them for the.
Yeah.
I want to watch them all the way through. I don't want to just watch 10 minutes and cut out.
The only one I punted on was the Maryland movie with Anna
De Armas?
De Armas, which she's fantastic, but that movie was a chore to get through.
It was difficult. Yeah,
and I just punted it. I was like, no, I'm not finishing this.
And you were pushing off the whale because you knew.
Yeah. That's not a euphemism. I was pushing the whale to the end of the viewing season.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. 5 minutes of the Postman was
I liked
too
it.
long.
So I'm sorry. I'm one of the few people I liked the Postman.
Did you?
I did.
Okay. Fair enough.
I thought Costner was, just okay, whatever. But what's his name? Will Patton. He was really good in that.
Yes.
He's good in everything. He's one of those like utility infielders. You just plug him into any movie and he makes it better.
So, Brandon, I know the cure for insomnia is like technically speaking, but we're talking about movies that were actually good, right? So, Gone with the Wind is the longest. I was watching a trivia show the other day.
Okay.
It was the new. It was on the Game Show Network. What the hell's the name of the show? The actor from the Best in Show.
Yeah.
He
has like 3 games on that show. Yeah. Okay, I will give you that, Kurt. Costner doing Henry V was a little underwhelming, a lot underwhelming, but he did the Once More Under the Breach, and it was rough.
It was. Look, there's Mary Agnes.
Hey, Mary. Agnes.
Mary Agnes. She hasn't moved into her new house yet, but she is in her new city, which is really cool. So, where'd she go? She had a comment, and I can't find it.
It was up a little more. Love you guys.
No, it was right here.
Right there.
There it is. Boom. Let's add that. Hey, Mary Agnes. We see you. Hope you're enjoying South Carolina.
We were just talking about Dancing with Wolves earlier because we were talking about Echo.
Look, Brandon's telling me that wasn't the assignment. Yeah. The assignment, Brandon. Okay, it was on the game show the other night. That was the assignment. They didn't say cure for insomnia. It wasn't one of the. It wasn't one of the answers. Gone with the Wind and Lawrence of Arabia were both on that list. So I'm out of.
You're out of teeny.
That's enough.
Yep.
Really, it's a big. I mean, I don't have to drive home.
I know. That's why I just.
I know.
I'm nursing this thing.
You've been sipping the same thing forever.
I also realize when we do the podcast, if I do this too fast, the things get a little off the rails quickly for me. So I've been trying to.
Don't want to get off the rails.
That.
How long do you think we've been on, Dan?
About 35, 40 minutes.
You would be mistaken. We've been on for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? How fast it goes? We've been on for an hour, and we've been able to actually fill an hour of dead air with little people jokes and what chaps our ass and movies we like and silly stuff. Godfather 2 is pretty long, and when they do the mashup of Godfather 1 and 2, man, that's really long.
So I didn't see Godfather for a very, very long time because I didn't want to watch it on TBS or TNT and have all the breakups and stuff. And I finally saw it, but it was like 1, 2, and 3 mashed together.
Ugh.
So I don't actually know where 1 ends and 2 starts because I just watched them all in order, and it was a little ambiguous where the end, so.
Maybe you should spend a day watching, Yeah.
Go off the rails, Dan.
Go off the rails, Dan. Go off the rails, Dan. Drink some more of that bourbon.
It's not the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I've crashed on that couch over there.
Yes, Dan has slept on the couch right over there more than once. That's all we gotta say. We've had some good Friday night Appletinis.
But that's when there was Friday Appletinis,
yes.
not Monday night, and tomorrow is a Monday, work. Tuesday.
Yes, and it's the end of a holiday weekend, and we all gotta go back to it tomorrow and actually do stuff.
Yep.
So I would love to do stuff. Acting stuff has been really slow.
Yeah.
So let's see. Richard Brown wants to do a 50th anniversary of Godfather 2. Richard, if you can do that, fantastic. We'll come out. I'll come out for that. Absolutely. Would love to see it. Lawrence of Arabia is it's a little long. And there's an intermission in Lawrence of Arabia, by the way. Because me as an old dude, I can't do anything anymore without having to pee every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I really can't. I mean, I know you did. What's happening soon for you, buddy?
I'm a week out from starting a new decade.
Starting a new decade. What decade would that be?
I will start my 50s.
50?
Yeah.
You don't look 50, man. You
Thank
look
you.
like you're 49.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I've been trying to roll it back here a little bit this last few months. So.
Been trying to roll it back?
Yep.
You doing a good job?
Trying. Yeah. Doing pretty good.
Excellent.
Eating better.
You look great.
Thank you.
We did your photos today. You looked really good.
Thank you.
I gotta say, well done.
You're setting an example, man.
I'm not setting an example. I'm fat again. Took me. No, I'm kidding.
You want to do it? No.
No. Yeah. So. Yeah, I kind of got off the diet though a little.
Okay.
So what happened was I was at 245.
Mm-hmm.
I got down to 216.
Wow.
Right? Which was really good. When we went to the Ted Lasso thing up in New York, I was down to 216.
Okay.
I am now at 224.
Well, and that was also like a week before Christmas, so it was like
But now I'm at
all
224.
the things happened.
Yeah, I'm at 224. I'm maintaining that 224, but I would like to get back down to 216. I'd actually like to get to 210.
Okay.
So I don't know what needs to. Well, I do know what needs to change. I got to start eating.
Right.
Back to what I was eating before. But it's hard.
So my goal going in was I was hoping to hit sub 200 by my birthday, which is next week. I've gotten close, but I'm not gonna dip below before Monday. But it'll probably be mid-March, I would say. Yeah.
Billy Joe knows the nifty 50s.
So, but the cool thing, I'm doing a triathlon this Friday. My own triathlon. It's not an organized event, but I've decided that's a pre. I wanted to do that before I turned 50. So kind of like that's Scrubs thing. He did that before he turned 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The Shawshank Redemption special is coming, dude. I watched the Shawshank Redemption again last night.
I watched it like a week ago.
I love that movie. I mean, I could watch it all the time.
It always comes on at like 11, like 10:30, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna be up till 2.
So, Kevin Stokes, what's happening, brother?
What's going on, Kevin?
It's just my winter weight. Come on now.
How's things going for Marcus down there? I've been trying to follow on. I left Twitter, and so because Elon Musk is not my favorite. So I haven't been able to follow too much what's going on down there with football. So how the season go? See things going good? We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Do they make diet port?
I gotta tell you.
Don't think so.
Kurt, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now about port. So, one of my good friends, he went to Portugal not long ago. He went to this winery and he bought this port that was made in like the early 1900s.
Okay.
And he brought it back. And we drank it at our Christmas party. It was the most amazing port I have ever had in my life. Oh my God. We were like, everybody, we were huddling up in the corner and whispering, like sharing it like in little bits to people, just so, because everybody was like, it was like crack.
Yeah.
It was amazing port. Oh my God.
We went out on our honeymoon. We went to Napa, and we went to Louis M. Martini winery, and they were selling, I don't remember what the grape was, but they were selling the wine that I guess is the base for their port, because you take wine and you take usually brandy, you marry them together and then set it away for ages, and whatever that wine was that they used for their port base, they were selling that, and it was really good, even without all the rest of the stuff that makes it port. So.
Dan, I did like your story right there, but I just remembered that somebody wasn't here to enjoy the port this year.
I was not here.
God
I did not make it. Now I'm even more bummed.
I mean, I'm bummed.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting you to come and have some of this amazing port.
I'm sorry.
We'll do it again next year, Dan. I don't know if we'll have the port next year, but hopefully we will.
Yes, Brandon. I was salty that they took my my blue check away, and that's why I left X. No, it's not.
No, Dan didn't want to pay the $8. That's when I jumped in and paid the $8. I was like, fucking Dan's leaving, I'll pay $8. And then they totally screwed it up, and now I don't have an X anymore.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
Even though I paid them.
Oh.
So now I got to figure out what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Because I did pay them for the whole year, and they took my little check mark away. So now I got to... now I'm pissed at Elon Musk. God damn it. All right. This is a long one, and I'm going to try to fit it on there. Oh, yeah, it fits. There it goes.
That's what she said. It's now a redshirt sophomore at West Florida. Yeah.
That's a long comment, Kevin, to share on the show.
Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers had a baby.
Good. All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing the highlights. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Let's see how it works. Yeah. So.
Cool. Yeah, we're looking forward. Hopefully, let it up and maybe hit that transfer portal and
move on to I don't know. But I mean, really, if you're good, they'll find you.
Yeah,
man.
they'll find you.
They'll find you. They'll find you. Right. So light it up wherever you are, and make things happen. There you have it. He's now a redshirt sophomore at West Florida. Cool. All right. Well. All right. Well, good luck to him.
Definitely.
All right.
I think it's probably about time to
wrap this
wrap
thing
it
up,
man.
We're going to wrap it up. Guys, we're going to try and do more of these as we can. Dan lives in Mount Airy. He's about an hour away, so we got to try and figure out when the best times to do these. But right now, we are doing Appletinis, the podcast. We pre-record those, but please take a listen. We got some great guests. Who are some of the guests we got, Dan?
We've had Jamie Nash, who was here earlier. We had Jimmy Bellinger this year. We had Francesca Capaldi, who was your co-star in Terrace Lanes, and one of the stars of Dog with a Blog on the Disney Channel. We just had Tawanda Underdew. Yeah, so we've had a great. We had season 1. We had Kathy Searle. We had Wes Johnson, who was the PA announcer for the Capitals, and he does a bunch of video game characters, character voices. He worked with Wolfman Jack. Yeah, he has a great story about that.
Yes, radio, and he tells a great story about that on our podcast. We also had Kevin Johnson, who was in Stranger Things. He was
Ozark.
Also in Ozark. We had him on our show last year. We also had Shraven Amin, who was just in a Super Bowl commercial.
So was Kathy. We had two of our prior guests were Super Bowl commercial stars.
And the next one coming up, we're interviewing somebody this week, Alan Heights. He's out of L.A. He used to live here. He moved to L.A. back in the early 2000s. He's been out there since. He's been in such shows as 1883. He's been in
This Is Us.
This Is Us. I mean, he's really exploded out there. He was just in a commercial with Ken Jeong on the Super Bowl. And he's got a bunch of shows coming up that you can watch him in now. He's going to be in Lady in the Lake as well with me.
That's right. So. If that ever comes out, you guys shot that like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. And have you seen the promos that are out right now, Dan, by the way?
No.
Dude, every promo that they've got out right now, and here's the crazy thing about it. Every promo that they've got out right now, guess who's in it?
You? Yes. Oh, nice.
I'm in it. And I didn't even think, the scene that I was shooting, I was like, will they use this thing? Every promo, I'm in it. I'm in the promo. It's crazy.
Very cool.
I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. And people keep sending it to me. Dude,
nice.
Look. I was like, that's awesome. But I don't know. I've worked on it a few days. So we'll see, what I made of the actual show. But it's Lady in the Lake. It's going to be coming out soon. It's on Apple TV. So if you get an opportunity, I'm in it.
And if you're a fan of The Wire, this is from David Simon's wife that wrote this script, right? Or is she the showrunner? She wrote the script.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wrote the script.
So it's going to be a very similar vibe. Takes place in the 60s, 50s, 60s?
Yes. Yes. So I play a cop from the 60s.
Nice.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. So, and we shot it in Baltimore, and it'll be out soon on Apple TV and in all the promos. I'm in. I'm going to start sharing those promos coming up soon.
Cool.
So, but yeah, guys, we're going to get out of here. So, check it out. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you all.
Johnny G, Brandon Troy, Kevin Stokes, Darian Rothschild, Jamie Nash was on.
Mary
Boom.
Agnes.
Mary Agnes. Look at that. Des, The Wire is fire. My daughter and I have been rewatching the whole series recently, and as we go back through it, Dan, all the people, including you, me, DeLuca, Jiggets, I mean, everybody. I'm seeing everybody across the board, all the people that I knew and I've worked with over the years. It's fantastic to see all those people in that show.
Yeah.
Because it was one of the greatest television series on TV, and we're all in it.
Yes,
We're all in it. That's amazing. And you know what? They can't take that away from us. Ever. Which is what I like. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to play our favorite song. Jamie Nash has dubbed this the best part of the show, of the podcast, and for the live show, this theme song sung by Jeremy Ragsdale. Here we go. You ready, Dan?
See ya.
Appletinis with Ken. Appletinis with Ken. Oh yeah. Appletinis with Ken. Oh. Appletinis with Ken. Oh yeah. Oh. Appletinis with Ken. Appletinis with Ken. Oh yeah.